Good morning, guys. So it is 8:51 a.m. You can see here I've been working for around 2 hours now. Just took an hour in the morning to kind of do, I guess, my routine where I like meditate, journal, and all that shit before I start getting into work for the day. And you can see here, I am knee deep into the script. Just kind of scrolling through here. You can see it's pretty long. This video, if I had to guess, it's probably gonna be longer than the last one I did. So probably around like 40 minutes, 45 minutes would be my guess for it, which I'm interested to see how it does. So far, the formula's been the longer the better, so I don't mind doing a longer video. Sorry, editor, you're gonna have to go through Irshad and do all that. I kind of like help him with clips and whatnot. However, I wanted to start and ramp up, not only giving you guys an end of day update as to what I did for that day, but also kind of during the day, keep you guys in the loop with what I'm doing. So first and foremost, sorry, give me a second. I've got to plug my headphones in. Okay, cool. Headphones are plugged in because they were going to die, so there's a good excuse to get up anyways. But yeah, things are going pretty solid. And I mean, it's interesting. Doing this Day in the Life series is gonna be pretty fun outside of just also giving the daily recaps, but also showing you guys what I'm doing there today. And I think it will be more so a testament just to what it takes in consistency, right? Like, to be honest with you guys, I wake up in the morning, or usually the earlier the better. Something that I've been struggling with for a while, and I have now hopefully fully coming to terms with, is I just am a morning person. I've tried to convince myself that I'm like a late night person, and I'm only ever a late night person when it gets into hours of the morning so early that I might as well just be a morning person, like 3 or 4 a.m. So I might as well just wake up around that time anyways, or maybe like a few hours later, like 4 or 5, and it's not even like 6 is fine. And dude, just the amount of more work I get done is absolutely crazy. I'll sit down and just the focus with the work that I get done as well is just a completely different level. So yeah, I am a morning person, and I'll say it one more time. I am a morning person. I want to get this drilled in. But yeah, I wake up, I work, I drink my coffee, I got my nicotine gum. I don't like Zins that much. Now, to be honest, I haven't tried a crazy amount of them. I just almost like passed out the first time I had them, go super sick. But I wake up, I have my coffee, my nicotine gum, I put on my AirPod Maxes, I listen to Brain FM or other music. Usually I'll listen to like more music-y music as the day kind of goes on, and by the time I'm out for my run, which I usually do in the afternoon, I'm listening to like rap shit or whatever, 80s. I listen to pretty much anything, but I do my laps around the pool when I'm trying to think, and I don't really leave my like little compound. I don't have my car right now because of like Canadian US tariffs and shit, and yeah, just some bullshit, to be honest with you. So I'm not driving anywhere, but if I did leave the house, I would just be driving to Chipotle, which is the place where I grab burritos, and I just eat a burrito every day. Whether I have to DoorDash it here or go there, that's kind of the diet that I'm on. I think burritos are the best food ever, and they've kind of fueled every business that I've launched. So yeah, that's my day. I sit here and work, and you guys will see the fruits of that in the businesses that I grow, my brand that I grow. But that's the game. And even if these videos are me doing the same thing every day, I think that has value, and that people will be able to kind of look and see how things evolve. Now, I kind of want to stay in Florida right now. I don't really want to move or buy out any other place. Like I've kind of ranted to you guys, even if this is not the nicer apartments that I've lived in the past, I can tell you, like, hands down, this is 1,000,000 times better. Having a pool that I can just walk out of that door and immediately get into the pool in the morning, it's how I start my days. Fucking awesome. You could never do that in like any apartment. You have to go down the elevator, and it's all weird. You like might see people, and then you just don't want to do it anymore. Those apartments, I mean, the gym was pretty cool. I had a basketball court, my last one, but fuck, going down the elevator again to just work out annoying versus just like walking out here, grabbing those like 10-pound weights and just like start pumping them. What else is there? The fact that a lease is just, when you really think about it, a lease almost feels like a dystopian concept. You are paying an exorbitant amount of money. Like, I get it if it's a smaller lease, you're like renting a room, cool, that's fine. But with these higher end leases, you're paying an exorbitant amount of money, and it is literally going into the abyss. You are not getting anything back in return to it other than that short time period you're staying there, and maybe like a little bit of bonus on your credit score so you can get fucked even more. And I know that's kind of like an extreme perspective, but you compare that to like what I've got on this place, and as an 18-year-old, I'm paying down a mortgage, which is awesome because A, that helps my credit way more than any high ticket 4K a month rent payment lease that I've done. 4K a month split, by the way, 4K a month split. In total, it was like 6K on my last place. We paid a chef, so that's why I went over to 4K. And then this is Canadian, by the way, you can do the conversion. And then the place before that, it was 12,000 split between 3. So it's just stupid to sit there and pay that much money. The payment here is like $2,400 a month or something. Yeah, like $2,400 a month, and the home has equity value in it. So my money is actually being parked in here. And let's just say the worst were to happen. Now, I've made a decent amount of money in crypto. Sorry, just switching hands here. I've made a decent amount of money in crypto and from my previous businesses, to where like it would have to be pretty bad for this to happen. But let's say doomsday hits and I need money. You could reverse the mortgage on this and immediately start getting paid. It's like the money is actually being parked into equity value, which you just can't say that about one of these stupid long-term leases. So that is it's a little rant about why it's so fucking stupid to see all these guys. And to be honest, like, lifestyle marketing is definitely effective, but people miss the personality aspect of lifestyle marketing. Like, lifestyle marketing works for guys that would have seen success if they just sat in front of a camera anyways. So it's more of an amplifier. And I guess if you're transparent about lifestyle marketing and it's authentic, that's when it really begins working. Like, at least right now for me, the lifestyle marketing wouldn't be authentic. I wouldn't do it if I didn't have a potential gain of social media from these things. And because of that, I don't think it would even work, because you wouldn't see the genuine joy from me doing it. Now, if I do start it and there is that genuine joy, then maybe it will be effective. Maybe things will change there. But in the meantime, man, the grind is, I love it. Just waking up. I have all my friends there in college, and I got like 2 of them doing their own things, which is cool. But they're in Canada, and I'm the only one of my friends who's like a dual citizen. So I live here in Florida. I got no friends nearby. Actually, no, I do have friends in Orlando. I don't have my car right now, and I visit those guys probably twice a month. Yeah, like twice a month-ish, and if not, I'll just talk with them on Discord because I met them gaming. And yeah, I've known them for like six or seven years. I didn't know what that was before the CJR video, but I do a little hand shit. Yeah, and just sitting here and working is honestly the dream, because a lot of these people online will sell you the idea of like the dream lifestyle and making all this money. I'm telling you, the dream lifestyle is having something as chill as this and knowing that you have enough money in your bank account to the point where you do not have to work again. And I think I've talked about this before. I'm at the level of wealth where technically I could retire, but we would be eating 1 meal a day, and yeah, like barely making this mortgage payment just off the investments that I've got so far. So I'd say the number my initial number for sustainability with my current lifestyle, I'd probably need an additional like 500,000 invested to really be like, all right, cool. Now I'm literally living 100% passively. But at the same time, it's like, I don't need to be. I'm only 18 years old. I have so much active income and working left in my life. Now, I will continue to invest because that's, end of the day, what this whole thing is for. You have to understand that, like, it's a fallacy you're going to be on social media for your entire life, just consistently raking in 100K months profit, even more. I plan to do way more than that, but it is a fallacy regardless. So while you've got this opportunity, make sure that you invest, because those investments are the actual barometer for if you are growing in financial success. It's not your top month, believe it or not. It's the amount that you have saved. And I can tell you, like, there are a lot of people that I've worked with and that I've kind of like mingled around where their top months are much higher than mine, and they've been in the game a lot longer than me, but they just don't save their damn money. And I've always been pretty adamant on saving my money, because I have the kind of personality where if I don't just literally invest it, I will spend all of it. Like, I will spend all of the money. I keep very little money in my checkings account. And when I say very little, I don't mean like 5,000. I mean like 500 in my checking account. And sometimes even like lower than that. I'll let it run to zero, because I know that if I don't invest it, I'm going to spend it on not even like stupid stuff. It will be on like business investment or whatever, but I will spend it, and I'd rather just invest it. So I just immediately put it away. And all to say, the name of the game's saving. Now, it has been 12 minutes recording. Fuck, I guess it's a longer vlog today. But I'm going to go back inside. I'll just take you with me, and I'm gonna sit down, and I want to finish this script for the video on Mr. TJR, because he's actually kind of the same in the way that he does his investments and everything. You can see here, this is kind of like, I guess I'll show you guys my life setup. I already showed you guys like the pool and whatnot. That is not the right light. Moved in here. Now, I took a 6-month break, but it's been about 8 months or so that I've been here. So you've got, over there is my office. Over there's the back door that I just walked in through. You've got like this little bench. This is like a torture device. This is not comfortable at all to sit in, and you need like cushions, but it's very like awkward to go in here and sit in. So I don't use this at all for anything. The bed, I was finally convinced to get like a bed frame instead of just having this on the floor. And to be honest, it was done while I wasn't here. If not, it would never have happened. Got like a junk pile there, sweet. Closet 1, closet 2. And then this is the dream. I've wanted to be able to set up like this for a very long time. And while it's not 100% there, it is making massive progress. So I have got a little work table where I'm putting together everything for the video. My favorite book of all time. I keep rereading it over and over, The Science of Getting Rich. Bookshelf 1, bookshelf 2, world map. I need to pin the people I make videos on there. I need to clean this up, that's no good. Got like a little OG banker lamp, those are sweet. And I've got fan, mic 1, I use this for like calls and shit, and that fell off. Webcam, use that for calls and shit. Good mic, this is the one Joe Rogan uses, the Shure SM7B. And then I've got main camera, I need to set up the cam 2. I also need to set up the top cam pointing down to the massive light here. And that is kind of the room that I've got right now. I love it, it's actually a great office. And then, you guys know this, but I was a massive gamer. I don't play anymore. That doesn't mean though that I don't got peripherals on lock. We got G Pro X, Superlight, and we got just a Keychron. It's like the only good mechanical Bluetooth keyboard that sounds like clicky. So you combine that with the AirPod Maxes on it, just sounds amazing. And then I've got a vertical monitor here, and then my main monitor, which is 240 hertz. That's only 100 hertz, but that's okay. And then I'm not a Mac boy anymore. I have a Mac that I just use for like when I'm going to bed watching movies. But I've got my PC right there. and that's a 3080, but fuck, it's a dog shit PC. It's like a pre-built. I don't know why I bought it. Anyways, that is a very big update, and what I'm going to do now, as you can see on my calendar, is I woke up and I am in the duration of scripting the TJR video. I have a meeting with my editor that I do every single weekday. I've got a catch-up call with a dude named Matei, who's a old client, and they're just doing a check-in there. And then I'm going to hopefully record the TJR video today after I'm done scripting it. But I'll keep you boys updated, and yeah, see you soon. Update, it is about 2.5 hours later, as you can see by the focus timer, and I am on the tail end of the script. I just got 2 last sections of jot notes to fill out, and I've already got quite a bit down there, but I wanted to actually go back in here to talk about something that I just thought about, which is throughout the day, because of the amount of coffee and water that I drink, I am frequently running between where I work and the bathroom. And I think it's something that, you know, it's not talked about enough in entrepreneurship, is when you do these stimulants, you gotta go. And it's it's often, like it is often, I'm talking like every 30 minutes or so, I'm running to the bathroom, because it's not like it comes on loose, like it comes on aggressively, and you've got to either take a massive shit or you've got to piss. And I don't mind the shit in the morning, but it's the frequent pissing that comes with all the water that you're supposed to drink. Man, oh my lord, it's just, sometimes you're in flow, you're getting work done, and you just gotta get up and just consistently doing that. Maybe it's a weird topic, TMI, but I swear if you work, this will make so much sense to you. And if you don't, if you think I'm weird right now, you probably don't work hard enough, or you just work in a different industry where you're not sitting at your desk the whole day, or maybe you're like one of the odd few people that doesn't use stimulants. But anyways, yeah, I'm the kind of person where maybe I'm weird, but I look at people, because I've had entrepreneur roommates and whatnot, and I swear some of these guys are like robots, because the way that I work and the way that my brain functions, if I don't set up a systematic reminder to do something, I will not do it. Earlier this year, like a few months ago actually, I was living in Toronto, and I didn't have like a massive water bottle. Like I showed you guys my huge jug of water. And it led to me literally not drinking water, because I would forget. I'd drink my glass in the morning and I would forget. I wouldn't even remember to fill it up. And it got to a point where I was so dehydrated, my brain was slowing down, and I couldn't figure it out for almost like a month. It was impacting my work, and I realized I wasn't drinking any water, because again, for me, I'm the kind of person where I need to have systematic reminders for things. Like I have a spreadsheet that I fill out, that I've been filling out for over a year now, where I track when I woke up, when I went to bed, etc., like how I felt for the day, just reflections, and kind of similar to these videos except more structured, and I rank things from 1 through 10. I'll probably show you guys it and get more transparent about showing that. I found it kind of personal, because I even track like my bank accounts and shit, but I'll show it. Maybe not the bank account stuff, but I'll show the rest of it. And yeah, like maybe if you're weird like me and you just forget to do so many things, you have to set up these reminders for it, because when you get really immersed in your work, it just completely blanks your mind. So my favorite version of doing that is like, okay, I'll give you an amazing example. Just walk by. So I need to do my laundry today. So what did I do? I put it on top of my bed so I can't go to sleep until I've done the laundry. Another example, if I were to head back into the dungeon where I don't let light in. Actually, I've got my meeting soon, so I probably should begin letting light in, just so I'm like a normal person by the time I go to talk with people. Big water bottle here. I keep my coffee in sight, because if I don't, I literally won't drink it. I've got this, which I added yesterday, Post-it notes below the monitor. I think this is going to be a game changer. because as I'm sitting there are times when you're sitting at your desk, you kind of just like lean back, nod off, and looking at that, I see as like, oh, visualize. And I remind myself, because something I believe a lot in is visualizing and seeing yourself in the situation that you want to be in. I think it's more effective than like, I don't know. I've looked into a lot of like the esoteric manifestation, got like robotic affirmations, you got subliminals. Like I've looked into, I think, a lot of stuff. I've read countless books. I've read over probably 20 books on this stuff. And nothing works as well as just visualizing. There's even like it's in one of my favorite book, The Science of Getting Rich. There's I wish I could find it off the top of my head for you guys. I won't be able to, but it's in this book here. And it's actually a scripture quote from Jesus. And he says, pretty much, do not just repeatedly ask in vain to God what you want, because he knows what that is. So it kind of beats the ideas of affirmations, and it says simply have faith and see yourself as that person, which roots on the side of visualization. And I believe in that a lot. I think it's worked more effectively for me. And I've seen pretty much everything that I've visualized happen, even if it's like one-time visualizations. I'll just go back to live my life and I'll see something appear that I thought about, and it's always interesting. But yeah, that is what I'm up to. As I told you guys, I sit here all day and just do this. I try and crush like this entire jug. So what's this? This is like 1 gallon. I'll usually do like 70 ounces in the morning, and then I will forget to drink water for the rest of the day, because I explained with you guys my personality of kind of how I do things. I'm just extremely obsessive and go into these massive sprints. But this TJR video is shaping up well. I really do like making these videos because I learn so much about the person, and even like the content strategy that they do, and for my own research, for my own brand. The reason I'm even recording this video right now is because I had the daily series ongoing already, and I looked at TJR stuff and I was like, oh, I could definitely sit down and vlog and kind of explain my thoughts as I'm doing this, and it'd be way cooler than just one single end of day update. So to show you guys, I have my monodron stretch resolution. Don't ask why, just like sometimes I do weird shit like this to keep the dopamine coming from work. But that is the thumbnail. I think it's my best thumbnail I've ever done. So that's cool. Next thing is the script I was showing you guys. Almost done. He flamed some dude that did one of these. So maybe I'm gonna get flamed too. That is definitely a possibility with the kind of videos I'm making. I wouldn't be mad at the person. I try and show them the most respect by not revealing things that I wouldn't want revealed about myself, my own personal life. But I'm not going to expect that somebody should love me because I made a video about them, right? Quite the contrary. I'm also completely open the possibility of them like thinking I'm a fucking asshole, which is okay. Time will prove things right. But yeah, I've got a meeting in 30 minutes here, and something I struggle with that I'm going to be vlogging today, so I hold myself accountable to it, is after my meetings, how can I stay focused? Because I think I saw somebody explain it as like dopamine loading, but today's Friday, and progressively as I go through my day, I kind of open myself to more and more dopamine, right? Like in the morning, I'm sensitive. I'm not looking at anything. Even when I turn like my brain FM on, I'm like fucking geeking out and tweaking because my brain's just not ready for it. But I'm at the point of the afternoon now. I've already been sitting working for 4 hours. I've been awake for like 5 hours. I'm ready for Drake. Like I want no, maybe not Drake. I'm ready for like some like chill indie music, maybe some rock. And then after those meetings, I'll definitely be ready for Drake. There's a new Yeet album. I mean, it's not that new, it's about a month old, but I've been listening to that. That's fire. I'm gonna go for a run, and then I'm gonna sit down and record this video. But my point is like the amount of exposure to dopamine that I have goes exponentially up throughout the day. And it kind of, because most people say like, oh, you gotta live such a boring life. And I've tried, like I've done it. I can do it for about a week, and then I just start hating everything. Everything sucks, and I do a massive crash out. I'll like binge eat some crazy shit. So for me, it's not been an effective strategy to just try and go cold turkey and live like a monk. I'm not at that level yet, and I also think it's not fun. So what I do is throughout the day, I will kind of progressively ramp myself up into having fun, and then I hit like my peak fun probably around like 5 to 8 p.m. where I'm like, I've talked to my friends, I'm listening to music, I'm going for my run, and then around that peak I start to wind down, and I'll usually like lay in bed and watch something. I want to get better about that. I don't want to watch a YouTube video. I want to watch either a movie or a TV show and do that consistently. I like doing that more. I get more relaxed. And last night I started Succession. Pretty good first episode, honestly. Solid show. I didn't watch for the longest because I was just like, I don't care about Nepo babies. But, you know, it's proving to be more valuable than I would have thought. And yeah, by the way, I do this. I fidget a fuckload. I've got like a neck twitch that you'll probably see, especially when I record, it gets pretty bad. And I've got, I'm trying to find it. I've got my Rubik's Cube. There's Rubik's Cube 1 there, but that one's shit. This is a speed cube. And especially on meetings, oh my lord, this is like my savior on meetings. That, and also like pen spinning, I can do this trick. This pen's a bit weighted because it's like a, what's it called? It's like a rich person pen. It's like ink pen. Why am I forgetting what it's called? I have no clue why I'm forgetting what it's called, but it is, I have to manually fill it up with ink. I have no clue why it's blanking me what it's called. And yeah, I do like pen tricks, all this crazy stuff. I have been diagnosed with ADHD. I've never taken any medicine for it, so that probably explains quite a bit about my personality. But you know, I think all that crap, if ADHD is a brain condition, it has existed for the brains that have been prehistoric, and because of that, if they could cope with it, you know, so can I. And maybe there's advantages to it. Like I think it's a performance advantage. When you want to get certain things done, you're inherently going to search out for more than somebody who, because pretty much the way ADHD works is you just have a lower sensitivity to dopamine, which means that you search it out more in things. Like right now, I'm talking to you completely normally, I think, and I'm solving a Rubik's Cube while I'm doing this. And I'll tell you, like I'm on a client meeting and I'm doing this. It's gotten bad to the point where I've kind of gone overboard, and it does impact my ability to do the other thing. There's a photo of me taking a sales call while I'm playing GTA. I'm not proud of that. I was like driving around on GTA while on a sales call, and I didn't close the guy. I don't think I was going to either way, but don't do that if if you were wondering. And I used to play speed chess on meetings. I actually made a fuckload of money when I was doing that. Unrelated to the speed chess, but proving that it's not like a complete handicap. And you know, now I will, if I want to be locked in and I'm like feeling good that day, I'll like clasp my hands together so I can't do anything, and usually my feet will end up doing something crazy. Or I will, yeah, just have my hands and just do like, this is called finger practice, where you just like sit, oh shit, where you just sit here and do this. Move it around slowly, do like one hand or something, I don't know. But I'm yapping. I got 24 minutes until this meeting. As I was actually talking, my editor messaged me. The client videos for the day are good, so I'm just gonna let this guy know that that is good. And then, oh, I just fucked up. Wait. Nope, I didn't fuck up. And then any updates? Other one that's just cut up. Now I don't know if like that's ear raping you, but to me that sounds really good with these on too. which by the way, these are a game changer. If you've got like hypersensitivity, again, when it comes to channeling my focus with ADHD, I've got to have no dopamine exposure in the morning. I have to have max brain FM or focus music, brown noise, whatever. And even like my sensitivity to noise is super, oh crap. I did not send a video to my editor that was supposed to be edited. That is my bad. Okay. I did not edit, or I did not send a video to my editor. Luckily, it's not like a high edit video, but that is now solved. What I was saying, sensitivity to noise. You can even kind of maybe hear like this ringing AC noise in the background that will kill me. Little taps, other people that I live with like making noise and shit. I can't do it. It drives me crazy. Especially when, like if it's a lot of noise, it's okay, but isolated noise where it's individualized sends me crazy. You put these on and you can't hear it, and you can finally just look at one thing. Same thing as to why I have my curtains down. If I cannot see literally anything else in my room and it's pitch black, all I can see are my screens, way easier to focus. And there's so many little like, I call them borderline autistic things that I do to focus, but you'll find out more of them as I kind of go through. I now only have 20 minutes to my meeting to finish all this. You can see I got the music going now. So I will lock in on these scripts, get these meetings done, and I will check in with you after the meetings so that I can win the afternoon, because that's the part of the day that I need to improve on the most. But yeah, peace out, boys. I'm just in between my meetings here, and I wanted to take a second to say thank you. Thank you to my mom. I have paid 2 different chefs to live and do meal prep with so far in my entrepreneurial journey, and nothing beats my mom's cooking. Look at this. This is like sausage pierogies. It's a bit weird, but these peppers are from the garden. I was out in there before. The peppers, whatever. But the pierogies and the sauce, amazing. And you wouldn't know it, but I'm actually part Eastern European because my mom is white, probably like Polish, Ukrainian, and my dad is Jamaican. So this is like, or my dad's not Jamaican, my dad's from the UK, but my grandparents are Jamaican. So technically this is like what I'm supposed to be eating. It was like Polska, but anyways, yeah, just waiting for meetings and little food transition. This is insane. I'm gonna destroy this. All right, it is crunch time. I just finished my meetings. I've eaten my food. I have another coffee, and we gotta stay locked in here because this is the time of day where if I'm not focused, I don't really do much more because it's really easy to take your foot off the gas. I've already done 5 hours of work today, maybe more with like the meetings and everything. Been locked in, gotten a lot of shit done, but we still have to do, let's see how many more things. We still have to do a decent amount more stuff. I still have to do a little bit more client stuff, which should take me only like 20 minutes. Then I have to review the script and do like practice orations, reading through for the TJR video. Then I have to make sure the studio's set up, steal some people's phones so I can get the second and third angles and record it. That's quite a bit more work to do. So I am going to take a little walk outside, a little jaunt around the pool, and after I'm done that, it's 1 p.m. right now. I am going to sit down again, do the client video, do the script revision, and then I might work out or I might immediately record depending on how I'm feeling. And then if I don't record immediately, I'm going to work out and then record. Now, actually, no, that's dumb to record after I'm done working out because I'm going to be tired. And then my workout is not going to feel like a reward. I'm just going to be dreading recording the whole time. I'm going to record and then I will go work out. So that pushes me to actually lock in and get this shit done. And yeah, last time I recorded, it took me from 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. So after that, I will be like certifiably fucked and I will be done for the day. That will be like 5 hours of locked in deep work. No, probably like 6. I have to do the script and the client work. And then another 4 to 5 hours of recording, which I consider locked in because it's extremely draining and I have to make sure I'm like very precise and punctual when I speak, which I'm not in these. So I will go for my little stroll and then get into knocking the stuff out. All right, so it's a little bit later on, just going for my run now, and script is done. I'm just gonna be reading through the script as I kind of walk back from my run, and then let's see if we can get this thing recorded tonight. All right, so we are done our run. We're gonna walk back. I like to do out and back runs, and if I'm not gonna run back, I will walk back. I believe the run that I just did is either 8K or 9K. Yeah, pretty much here's the view of kind of like where I run along, and this is kind of the view from the port that I'll usually run to. Pretty beautiful. And yeah, now that I'm done my run, sorry it might be a bit windy, going to get back. On the way back, I'm gonna rehearse my script, reading it on my phone, and it's kind of just like a cheat code because sitting there rehearsing the script kind of just at your desk alone doesn't give you that same level of emotion. Oh look, there's a little shell there. That is pretty cool. I wonder if there was a little buddy in there before. But yeah, there's actually a bunch of them. Maybe I dropped it. But yeah, in Florida you get a lot of fish and stuff, a lot of animals, lizards and shit, which you're not used to seeing in Canada. But I like it. It's interesting. Kind of, I don't know. It's cool to see genuine wildlife. Not something you see a lot in I don't want to say non-cold, sort of in cold places of the world, but it's just not something you see a lot in Canada, at least if you're not up north or anything. But we got beautiful kind of sunset, a little bit of clouds. It got rained on a bit on the way here, but overall feeling really good. It was a great week this week. I really had to fight through a lot of the stagnation in general that kind of just comes with seeing big bursts of success, especially like on the front of YouTube, and getting a whole new influx of people that care about me, which I know it's like, it sounds vain, but I guess that's just the way social media works, right? Like they do follow my face, and even as we speak, there's like hundreds of people right now that are watching me talk, which is kind of weird. Not even on this, but on my main channel. But anyways, that's what I signed up for. It's the power of doing a decent job, I guess. Always going to get better on that front. But yeah, that's the game. And if I had to do a reflection for this week, sorry, before I go to bed, I'll probably do another one later. But one thing I did really well this week was fight through personal adversity, right? Like every time you kind of get to like a new-ish level, you have to conquer the same demons, but often in like a different way. And this week I definitely did that. I had to kind of navigate getting more attention than I was used to, and also kind of like more opportunities than I was used to. So I'm proud of myself for still navigating through that and getting kind of done what I need to get done. I wasn't as good as I would have wanted to be honest, but regardless, sometimes things are just about sticking in there. And again, it's a long game. Like I'm gonna be doing this I've already been doing YouTube literally only for a year. I'm starting to monetize again, so that's gonna be cool. But I've been in this game for 3 years, and I've got many, many more in me. My plan's to go for at least I'll plan out for at least a decade, like fucking hard on YouTube. as my main focus. So I've got 7 more years to go of that. And yeah, I believe in the long terms of things. Fuck, I'm so tired from this one. But yeah, I believe in the long term of it. So little off things like, yes, you kind of want to be like, dude, you gotta have the grind set and this shit, but it is important to zoom out and just like, hey, as long as you are getting better, you are progressing. And a lot of the time, people, because I don't want to sound like a bitch and say like, yeah, you should be hard on yourself and all this stuff, because that is not true. You should be extremely hard on yourself. But you also never want to be the guy that like commits to shit that he can't do and he goes so hard on himself that he can't find the enjoyment in what he does at all. And then you end up just quitting and burning out. And then you also never have any creativity. Like, a big part of what I attest my recent growth to is I kind of really started letting the creativity shine through in my videos. And hold on, I'll continue this in a second when it's less windy. All right, we are back at the desk. It is 9:28, and I've reviewed the script, and the debate that I'm having in my head right now, which is sealed, is like I could record it right now and it would be a 6 out of 10, or I can come and do it with full energy tomorrow and have it be a 10 out of 10. So I'm just gonna review it, go to bed. I'm watching Succession, and then yeah, I'm gonna hit the hay and report tomorrow. Peace.